And we're talking about pitch at the moment as part of the sequence of podcasts, free every day, Get a Better Broadcast podcast and video voice. Hello, I'm Peter Stewart. Yeah, talking about pitch, your resting pitch as we move on to other aspects of how you speak. And your pitch has a centre note, a home, from which you'll be able to inflect words and sentences up and down within a range. And you're probably listening to me thinking, that is not Peter's home pitch. It's not. I'm speaking deliberately quite high at the moment, and that is obviously uncomfortable for me to use and uncomfortable for you to hear. It's not natural. So let me, over the course of the next sentence, go down and see whether I can find my more natural pitch, and it's somewhere there, and I'm feeling as though it's still a little bit high for me. I'm still feeling a little bit of stress and strain in my throat. So let's come down a little bit more, and I'm not pushing my voice. This is just how my voice sounds at this level. Okay, that's really comfortable for me. I'm not pushing it, I'm not straining it. I can't feel any tension in my throat or my mouth or my jaw, anywhere around there at all. So this is what I would suggest is my home pitch, from which I'm able to inflect words up like that, and also if I want to go down to finish a sentence. Yeah, so you've got that home pitch. You can go up, and then you can go down to the home pitch, and then you can go down even further. It's where your natural speaking voice mostly sits, in that range, in the centre of your vocal range, that gives you optimal resonance. The sound you will produce without force or strain, and will make you feel and sound confident and focused. Now, there are several tricks to finding this note, and you should do this once you have de-stressed, as otherwise you'll give yourself a kind of false reading. Yeah, if you're stressed, you'll automatically have a higher pitched voice. You'll be tense and nervous, and you'll think that your voice is normally sitting about here, and it's not. Yeah, you've got to de-stress to sound our best. Yeah, so let's remind ourselves about better breathing briefly. And like much of the work of the voice, pitch is affected by your breathing. We spoke about breathing right at the beginning of the course, so check out those previous episodes. They're all clearly marked in the archive there. So, feet flat on the floor, upper legs in contact with the chair, a straight back, not so straight that you're tense, as though you've got a rake down the back of it. You're not supposed to be a soldier on parade at Buckingham Palace in London. And hold on, got the wrong cue for the word London. Everything should be supported by the chair. Yeah, you can afford to relax a little, but not too much. I call it informal formality. And here's why. The more you sit up, the more air you can get into your lungs. And air reduces tension, it keeps you alert, increases the resonance, makes your voice sound more natural rather than thin and strained, which signals calmness, control, and authority if you sound natural. And once you're sitting correctly, your breathing should be done from the stomach. Remember that? We spent several days talking about that back in January, February time. And your shoulders rise when you breathe. If that happens, you're doing it wrong. It should be your belly moving out rather than your shoulders moving up, yeah? Stomach breathing is deeper breathing. And when you have more air getting into your lungs, as I say, it also steadies your nerves. And if you breathe properly, you'll relax, make the most of your natural pitch. And if you're relaxed, you're going to be tripping over fewer words. And then because you're making fewer mistakes and sound good, you'll build up more confidence and so be more relaxed and sound better, and so on. So hopefully that all makes sense. As I say, we covered this in some depth over several episodes. Must have been about 100 episodes ago. So look back in the archives and you'll be able to see those episodes clearly marked. There's a whole sequence of them. Tomorrow, Sally's story. Yeah, the story of stressful Sally, as Get a Better Broadcast podcast and video voice continues. From London. I said from London. Thank you. I'm Peter Stewart.